everyone, I hope you're well. I just posted this video quickly to let you know that currently I'm working on my online course, the next one, the second one. And so I am kind of also have a lot going on outside of all of this, and so my mind is a little bit scattered, so you might notice this in this video. So I just thought to give you a heads up. So hopefully I can get it done for kind of January, I'm hoping. But for now, there will be 2 videos coming out on my YouTube channel on Mondays and Fridays until definitely the end of January, maybe even February, I'm thinking, because schools will be closed until then. And hopefully then things will start going back to normal and I can start adding the Wednesday video back on. But for now, that is it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hey everyone, I wanted to come in and do a little fashion illustration of sorts, and I've got a few pages left here, and it's the time of the day for me to switch off and dedicate some time for myself, because it's the time we're living in. Anyway, so in these types of illustrations, I like to think of it as fairly simple, so I don't want there to be anything too overcomplicated. So I start usually with the hair and then kind of go into the eyes, and create a little nose, little lip, all kind of really scribbly and loose at this stage of things. And not putting too many expectations, just having this sort of time to reflect maybe on how the day is going or what I have planned for the rest of the day, but most importantly to just switch off, because I think, there's just so much we have to take care of now, the homeschooling of the children, and it's just, nowhere to go. It's lockdown number 3, so it is important to keep your sanity and mine, or my way to kind of relax and unwind and switch off a little bit is in my studio with a little bit of sketching, and so that's what I'm doing here. I like this point here, so I'm going to emphasize it. Okay, I quite like her character, so that's as much as I would like to do. The next part of illustrating for me tends to be the addition of the water to the ink. And this ink is wonderful because it's water soluble, and the sooner you touch it with water, the more interesting kind of an effect you can get. And basically just like that. Here we go. I'm also going to go and grab some fresh air. That would be my walk number 2 of today. I'm doing shorter walks. For one walk I take my son out on a scooter or something like that, or we just have a little walk, or it could be bicycle, just rotating things. And then I go on another one with a friend, and sort of, it's quite good for your mental health to have a little chat and get some fresh air. So all of those things I'm sharing with you in case you want to try it too. So let's see, color wise, maybe I'll just go for something lovely and muted. I think that works quite well actually here. So the ink that I love using here is the Waterman ink, and it is pretty precious to me. It's like my favorite drawing ink. Oh, I've done some splattering unintentionally, so I'm just going to do that. So here I'm using the Aquarelle, Museum Aquarelle Caran pencils, watercolor pencils, and they're lovely. They really are lovely. And just creating a little cheek right there. And I don't like too much color here, so what I've done in this illustration is just really using a few kind of scribbles. I like these pencils in wet, in watercolor, sort of with water, to create a watercolor effect, and just keep it nice and simple. And then I can sometimes go over with a bit of detail if I wanted to, so I'm just going to dry it quickly here. So that's that, and then I'd probably grab a slightly different color. So this is now Sepia 50%, and this was burnt Sienna 50%. So this is just to contrast. This is where my abstract love comes in again, and I think I'm going to keep it like that and just add a bit more detail, whatever I think is suited, just to create like an illusion of a flower, quite loosely based. There we go. And I think I'm just referring back to this, but I think I'm quite happy with this one being so mellow and so light. Maybe a bit of this brown color, maybe just repeating it through her hair as well, just a little, like so. Again, this is a water-soluble product because it's a watercolor pencil, so I'm just connecting the two slightly here, like that, and that is it. So that was really quick. I mean, I guess this was under 10 minutes. So at this point I would think about whether I want to add details. Now if I'm looking at her dress, I kind of would fancy there to be a little bit more of a maybe detail or color. So I'm just going to go in and just add a bit of color here, as well as a bit of texture. And if I want some shadowing, I would look again at the shadowing part of things. So maybe just to carry on that same side of the face, as you can see, it's that one. And just a little bit on the ear. So that's it. I then often like to go back in and just bring in a little bit more of the detail around the eyes, just to make things look a little bit more sharper, like so. And that's it. So instantly you can see the eyes pop out a little bit. And then when you're doing your illustration, just look around. Where is it that you'd like to bring in more detail? So I quite like to bring it up here, a little bit on here, but not too much. I like this sort of blended. Maybe on the arm on this side. And the best advice I can give is just not to overthink it, and just work with a sense of lightness, you know, just have those 10 minutes to yourself and just go with it. And yeah, she came out not in the way that I was expecting it. I had something else in mind, but I'm really happy with how she did come out, because it's you know, there's definitely lightness about her. So I hope you found this useful. Keep safe, keep healthy, and keep positive, and we'll get through this. Thanks for watching. See you soon.